Man, I'm in a content cooking ass mood. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm talking about, you better know something about this trap shit. This shit ain't just got to do with drugs. Nigga trapping cars, they trapping guns, hell, they even trapping people. Trump ass will trump your ass up out of here. He ain't playing his first day back. This nigga done damn near deported 1,000 people and rounded them up all over the country, but especially in Chicago. He coming after them and the politicians. Watch what I'm saying.
Nationwide immigration crackdown that has escalated in just the past 48 hours alone. Federal agents making hundreds of arrests coast to coast on Saturday and Sunday, and that does include here in Chicago, where top administration officials, including border czar Homan, spent part of their weekend as operations were carried out. Federal agents making arrests all around the city and state as Illinois' governor and fierce Trump critic J.B. Pritzker swiftly condemned the moves by the administration. Let's get right out to correspondent Alex Capriello live here in the Windy City. Alex, TV host Dr. Phil was even a part of this.
Yeah, that's right. Some high-profile ride-alongs, Dr. Phil being one of them. We knew that Chicago might have been one of the very first locations of mass deportations. Turns out it wasn't day one of the Trump administration like border czar Homan once promised. However, it was week one of the Trump administration, most notably yesterday, where we saw both Homan and the acting deputy attorney general here watching the operations of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, as well as several other federal agencies that were conducting these operations. The Trump administration's federal agencies really showcasing its power over the course of the weekend, conducting targeted raids of undocumented immigrants from coast to coast. They say they're targeting specifically public safety threats. Undocumented immigrants accused, charged, and convicted of crimes. Here's some of the pictures and the videos that ICE spread throughout social media. Let's begin in Chicago, where you can see Homan in that gray jacket and hat, flanked by other federal agents. It wasn't just Immigration and Customs Enforcement accompanying Homan. We also saw the FBI, DEA, ATF, and Customs and Border Patrol all helping out over the weekend. Then let's go to Atlanta. The DEA posting pictures of blurred faces of both the people they were arresting and the undercover agents who were in charge of making those arrests. One arrest in Atlanta even happening at the airport tarmac. You can see a Delta airplane in the background. It's unclear at this point who that person is or if they worked at the airport, but the caption alleges that they are a criminal alien. One of the largest busts happened just outside Denver, Colorado. That's where federal agents raided a makeshift nightclub, arresting approximately 50 people and seizing drugs, weapons, and cash. ICE says it has made significant headway in arresting violent members of the notorious Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. Sources say 5 members of that gang were arrested here in Chicago alone. In total, ICE reports arresting nearly 1,000 people on Sunday. That is by far the most arrests made on a single day since President Trump took office. On average, around 300 arrests were made per day during the last fiscal year. At the very same time, we are still seeing some of that outrage all across the country, including protests of people who want to support the undocumented immigrant community as much as possible, condemning the actions of President Trump, as well as the Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Here, I know that I've been reporting in Pilsen neighborhood. This is a very heavily Hispanic community just outside of Chicago. We've reported on the sense of fear that is gripping this community in specific. Typically, this is a very bustling neighborhood on the south side of Chicago, but it is much more quiet. A lot of people not reporting to work, just fearing for their own safety and the safety of their family members who might be undocumented immigrants, even if they are innocent people that are not accused of crimes.
Yeah, and you mentioned it there. There are still plenty of critics, including leaders in sanctuary cities like Chicago. What are they saying?
Yeah, very interesting to see how these sanctuary cities are responding. A lot of them are doubling down on their local ordinances that protect the undocumented community. And specifically, if we're talking about Chicago, we've seen both Mayor Brandon Johnson and Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker make open statements harshly criticizing the Trump administration. But at the same time, they have to be careful because the federal government is promising to investigate and prosecute any local and state leaders who are standing in the way of what President Trump is trying to do. And so for that reason, we've almost seen a tune change from Governor J.B. Pritzker. He has said recently that he is going to protect undocumented immigrants that are innocent, that are trying to do their best for their communities. But he's also saying at the very same time that he wants undocumented immigrants who are accused or are convicted of crimes to be those that are subject to deportation. Nicole.
All right, Alex Caparello live for us here in Chicago. Thank you.
So, let's get this shit clear and understood. You know what I'm saying? Trump said he wants the immigrants out of the way. And if your ass working in one of these cities or these states where you think you finna help them folks and be in his way, he don't give a damn if you're a politician, lawyer, judge, your ass is gonna have some problems. He is not playing this term. He said he can only go one more time. He finna make some real changes around this motherfucker. Now, me personally, I don't think dude finna come and save all the black people and the black men. I don't know what the hell they gonna do. Slavery, stop it. Y'all need to get this dumb shit out y'all head. Cause I know I ain't going. Now, if you can convince somebody to do this shit, really, all the shit I done been through, you can just blow my ass off. Really, just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you get to trying to lynch me and all of that shit, I'm just gonna jump off like a river or some shit. I'm gonna jump off the bridge or something. Cause we not finna play the real sick ass games like tie me up to the horse and smacking his ass and rip him. Nah, fuck all that. But what I'm saying is, it's crazy how like they rounding up all the immigrants after they brought them over here for whatever reason they did. They had a reason. It's always a reason. And they were trying to say that maybe it was so they could vote. But I don't really think that's what that was about. You know what I'm saying? But this crazy also because, you think about a lot of immigrants, shout out to the cool immigrants that come and they keep it, cool. But they don't even be wanting to recognize the fact that you even over here is because of civil rights. The civil rights movement is what opened the door for you to come from where you was from, where they was hating on you to come over here and get this bread. Cause trapping ain't dead.